welcome to my channel. My name is AJ and today I'm going to be reviewing the Red Death series by Bethany Griffin. This is a 2-book series that is a twisted take on The Mask of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe, and this is what the cover of the book looks like. I really like it. It has a nice metallic finish and it gives you that gothic-y feel, and then you have the cool frayed edges. Absolutely adore that in gothic books. And so the other genre for this is steampunk Victorian era, which I love, and there's really, you get a lot of Victorian but not a lot of steampunk, so that or I'm just not looking in the right direction to be able to find it. But anyways, this particular book focuses on the main character, whose name is Araby Worth. She's the daughter of the renowned scientist who created the masks that controls the weeping sickness, which is a plague that has plagued the entire earth. And so you see where she has been kind of like secluded because of where he's a renowned scientist, and for his protection and his family, they keep him really secluded up into the upper part. I believe this is set in London, although it doesn't come out right and say it. In the upper part of London where other rich families live, and she gets caught up in a web of her best friend's brother Elliot, and then one of the bouncers from the debauchery club, which is where they're able to go, and it is sickness free. And it literally is a debauchery club where they have bars, bars on floors, there's drinking, there's sex, there's drugs, you name it, they've got it for the people that are able to get in. And so she gets caught up in, and his name is Will, and she gets caught up in their triangle throughout the book. And you also feel her emotions from what happened with her brother, and that really drives her to do what she does. And where she doesn't have a clear understanding, this leads to what happens near the end of the book, which is where she finds out that one of them has betrayed her because they've played her on her weaknesses, which is her family. And so this book had a lot of great world building. I absolutely adored it. You got a clear picture as to how everybody lived and who fit on the totem pole. Now, what I would say about this book is that it takes a little while to get in there to be like, well, do we really have a plot, or is it a shoulda, coulda, woulda by the character and her point of view? Now, generally, I like having other characters' points of view. Maybe I'm just spoiled because you really do get that with more adult books. You have the girl's perspective, then you have the guys. So we don't have that other information. But I do like it. I do give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It is really easy to read. I read it in probably about 2 days, and it made me lead to the second one, which ended the series. Now, in this book, Dance of the Red Death, I absolutely love the cover. It's got the same frayed edges, gothic feel to it. Absolutely love it. Now, in this book, it's a continuation from the previous one, and basically nothing got resolved at the end of the first book, other than she found out that her dad was the one who created the plague, the weeping sickness. And so she's racing to try to help as many people as she can and figure out what she can do to stop it from spreading even further. Now, I know you're thinking, well, the weeping sickness, the series is called The Red Death. Well, in this book we get to meet the Red Death, and that is a horrible it is a air-based virus, so it is awful. And so we get to see her trying to stay alive from that, because the masks that her father created, do not 100% guarantee that you will survive the Red Death. And so you get to find out more about Elliot's past. You don't really find out that much about Will, but you do see where you thought in the previous one Will was the one that was like, ooh, he's going to be the one to stab you on the back. He's just too good. Well, you get to find out more about Elliot, and it is a wow. What he does to Araby is, I was like, dude, really? And Araby was like, I think I love you just a little bit more after he did it. I was like, what? So confused about that. But you continue to have this triangle all the way up to the end of the book, which is really weird. But anyways, we also get to see where she reconciles with her father and how she tries to save everyone. And we also lost her best friend, which is really sad. But we do get a novella that I'm not going to be reading. But we lost April in this particular book. And then one of the things that bothered me about this book, because it did continue on with really great world building, is that even at the end, there's really no like conclusion. It's really left up to where there could have been a third book, but the author was like, nope, this is the end. So you didn't really get anything resolved. The actual epilogue kind of pissed me off. So I give this book a 2.5 stars, and I'm like, for overall, I do like the books. I do like them both together as a series. It probably would have made a really good movie. Probably would have done better with the movie ending, but I do like the books. And I would recommend them if you do like steampunk, because they really do give you some really good aesthetic. But if you're really at cliffhanger endings, this series is probably not for you. I'm okay with that because I like to go and search out the fandom, and amazing artists out there are able to create fanfics that like complete my soul when it comes to series. So I do recommend them, but overall I give the whole series a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I hope that you have enjoyed this review, and let me know if you're going to pick these up, or if you're like, maybe not. But I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, bye!